Apart from 21 Savage, we don't think anyone's feeling Drake at all. Why is this guy hated by most rappers? Is it his personality? Is it because he's Canadian? Shout out to our Canadian viewers, by the way. But all jokes aside, what is the real reason? Stick around to find out more about his notorious beefs. Apart from the girls he sings about who don't seem so fond of him, there's people in the industry who hate his guts too. Maybe they're all jealous of his fame? After all, Drake has become an obsession, and with every album, his fans only seem to increase. Let's explore why he's not a hit with the hip-hop community though. Drake, who was born in Canada, has a history of stirring up controversy. He first entered the entertainment business as an actor, but soon switched to music and hasn't looked back. Over the past 10 years, he's drawn some criticism for his friendships with stars who are much younger than himself, his partnerships with well-known women, and his playboy reputation. Despite this, he still appears to be having the time of his life. Aubrey Drake Graham has amassed $1 million wealth, numerous Grammy Awards, tracks that reached the top of the Billboard charts, and significant sponsorship deals. He's sparked worldwide dance crazes, shattered records held by the biggest stars in the world, including the Beatles and Taylor Swift, and done a whole lot more. The fact that Drake has acquired some haters over the years shouldn't come as a surprise. Despite the fact that Drake has a sizable and devoted fan base throughout the globe, many people find the well-known rapper to be, well, revolting. There are some specific reasons why Drake is thought to be problematic, even though some of them are silly, like, he tries too hard to be liked, or, I don't like his rap hands. But then there are some problematic things about him too. One example is that Drake allegedly sought out friendships with girls who were much younger than him. His bond with Millie Bobby Brown, who played Eleven in Stranger Things, has drawn much criticism. Although neither Brown nor Drake have ever shared anything on social media, since the two first started hanging out in 2017, many people believe that the nature of their connection is just weird. A recent uncalled bar at Megan Thee Stallion's expense sparked his observed history of being problematic towards black women. Drake knows he can't continue to play the lovelorn outsider locked to the studio after more than 10 years of profiting off a poor guy image. His rise to success is not only a well-worn story, it's one he's worn out. Instead, we saw how now he's going more on 21 Savage's route and becomes everyone's arch enemy. On his new album, the two swap insults and threats against almost everyone they've ever met, including losers in the entertainment industry, other celebrities, groupies, friends, and even complete randoms. Anyone can tell that's never gonna go down well. Also, the charge that Drake is a culture vulture, that his music violates cultural norms, may be the most serious one levied against him. There's no denying that Drake has incorporated many samples from local and international music into his tracks. In many of his records, he's experimented with Caribbean and Jamaican sounds, and on occasion, he even adopts a Jamaican accent. His project So Far Gone also incorporates pop rock and Europop influences. Nobody likes a cultural appropriator. If Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj were drowning, who would Tyga save? This was a question posed to him in an interview in 2013. In that situation, he declared he'd unquestionably pick Minaj. Tyga also said that if he had to choose between saving Drake and Lil Wayne, he would absolutely go with Wayne and let poor Drizzy drown. Even though he insisted he didn't hate Drake, the following year in an interview, he said he didn't like him as a person and didn't get along with him. Okay, we can respect that. So how'd Drake counter that hate? Of course he had to take a dig in his song at Tyga's girl at the time, Kylie Jenner. Do you remember Drake's song KMT on the More Life playlist from 2017? Apparently the song utilizes XXXTentacion's cadence from his breakthrough single, Look at Me, the late rapper XXXTentacion once claimed in a since-deleted tweet. In a March 2017 interview with Miami radio station 103.5 The Beat, X, at the time a rising star, explained the situation. Before releasing KMT, he claims, Drake exhibited interest in him and promised to contact his team. However, no such communication ever occurred. Instead, X claimed that Drake went ahead with his rap style. If you put a microphone in front of DMX, he'll undoubtedly say something outrageous. Exactly that occurred at a Rap Fix Live interview in 2012. The Party Up rapper quickly put Drake's name in his mouth while complaining about the current crop of rappers, comparing him to a washing machine. Damn, that's gotta hurt. He went on to detail his disagreement with Drake, saying how he didn't appreciate how Drizzy was allegedly seizing control of an album honoring the late artist Aaliyah without working with Missy Elliott and Timbaland, among others, who had previously collaborated with her. Before Aaliyah's unexpected death in 2001, DMX frequently worked with her in music and movies. He then attacked Drake's appearance on the album's lead single, Enough Said. Seems like he manages to get on everyone's nerves. Over the years, Soulja Boy has made headlines with some strange things, but nothing compares to his 2019 interview with The Breakfast Club. During the lengthy conversation, Soulja spoke candidly about his alleged effect on Drake, shouting into the microphone that he's the reason that Drake is the artist he is today. For what it's worth, reports claim that Soulja Boy had the support of the internet, but it's still pretty bizarre for him to do so and claim credit for Drake's entire career. Drake would have almost certainly found his groove with one of the other well-received singles he would go on to record. Since at least 2011, Pusha T and Drake have insulted one another in songs and live performances. The beef reached its height in 2018, though, when Pusha accused Drake of utilizing a ghostwriter on the Daytona song Infrared. In retaliation, Drake released Duppy Freestyle, in which he disparaged Pusha's fortune, fame, and more, while even mentioning his girlfriend, Virginia Williams. Pusha wasn't very pleased about that, as one might think, and he attacked Drake's producer Noah 40 Shabib and criticized his family in The Story of Adidon as his response to Drake. Pusha went as low as you can imagine, accusing Drake of hiding a child he had fathered with actress Sophie Brousseau, an accusation that eventually turned out to be true. Drake shelved his response single to The Story of Adidon, stating his desire to rise above and move on from the entire situation rather than pushing the rivalry even further, as he had stated that he was prepared to do. He did, in a sense, accept defeat, but only because Pusha T stooped too low and Drake didn't want to go down to that level. Another rapper, Kid Cudi, called out Drake and Kanye West in a September 2016 Twitter tirade about haters throughout the industry. Soon, Drake appeared to criticize Cudi's admission to rehab for depression and suicidal thoughts in the song Two Birds, One Stone, which was released in October 2016. Quite a low blow, if you ask us. Not again. Remember the beef between Nicki Minaj and Drake? Is anyone actually shocked? The Young Money label mates have always had an on-again, off-again connection. Although they frequently make up, it appears like their friendship may be over now. And it appears to all be Meek Mill's fault. When Drake started beefing with Meek, who was dating Queen Nicki Minaj at the time, their friendship fell apart. Minaj pledged not to take sides, but when Drake suggested on Back to Back that she was more popular than Meek, she suddenly found herself at the center of the controversy. After Nicki and Meek split, the tension seemed to lessen. In 2018, the Barbie Dreams artist even compared herself and Drake to an old married couple. Minaj seemed to wash her hands of Drake when he got acquainted with her ex, who had openly disparaged her following their breakup. Minaj and Drake reportedly unfollowed one another on social media first, according to Capital Extra. Then in 2019, Minaj dropped a freestyle titled Barbie Going Bad, which was a remix of a song by Drake and Meek from the year before, in which she appeared to criticize the duo. We're still cringing in secondhand embarrassment. Maybe Drake's just one of those people who's always creating drama. Explains all the hate from fellow rappers, doesn't it? Who do you think hates Drake the most? Let us know in the comments. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.